Day 92. Pretty nice morning all in all, no mosquitoes yet. I've got 43 miles to go to Bridgeport. So I think I'm on schedule for breakfast on Thursday. We'll see. I mean, 43 miles is kind of a long way to go depending on terrain, but I think I'm motivated. We'll find out. For now, I'm just going to wander as far as I wander, man. See what I can do. I'm hoping to do 20 today, 20 tomorrow, and then just like 3 into town, but yeah. We'll see how that goes. 20 miles out here is kind of hard. I've been coming close, but you know, it ain't easy. Okay, for the skeeters, get out. Let's get the hell going. So glad I didn't camp here last night. The water is actually moving with so many bugs in it. Mosquitoes are attacking my face as I stand here. Oh, good thing I didn't make it all the way up here last night. I'd have been so disappointed. Burned a lot of energy to come up here to get eaten alive even in the dark. Alright, move on. So these appear to be just swampy little ponds. Nothing's flowing into them, nothing's flowing out. It just sits there stagnant. But there's no fish in there to control the bug population. Nice to look at, but I wouldn't want to camp anywhere near it. Although while I stand here, the mosquitoes aren't attacking my face, so I don't know. It's hard to tell if those mosquitoes are hit or miss. They're either everywhere or they're gone. And I don't understand what it is. It's not like it's always near water. Well, I mean most of the time near water. But there's just groups of them traveling around or something. Might have been random places. There's no water around. You're up on a freaking peak. And boom, there's still skeeters everywhere. Oh, never mind, I can hear them buzzing in my ear right now. But I'm wearing my mosquito armor, so it's easy enough in the early morning to, avoid them with extra layers. But once the sun comes out and it's at 80 degrees, I don't want to be wearing 2 and 3 layers. Oh, deal with it as it comes, you know how it goes. About the closest thing I've gotten to a decent sunrise in a while. I don't get to see anything, but the view of all this broken rock makes it rather interesting. I'm surrounded on all sides. And I assume I'm just slowly making my way that way. Their horns look so soft, like they're covered in velvet or something. What's up, dear? I didn't even care that I'm here. Well, you have a good day, dear. I'm out. Deuces. And while I don't take a picture of every one by far, there's hundreds of these. I mean, they are everywhere. This is what marks the trail for us out here. They don't do blazes. They wound the trees. I assume they're old signs that were removed because they're probably growing into the bark or something. But, damn, looks destructive. Decided to stop for an early lunch. Found a, fire ring already sitting here, so I decided to use it. I've just been letting these mosquitoes dictate everything I do, what my brakes, what I wear. I crossed the river today with my shoes on, even though I didn't have to, just because they were hounding me and it was just easier to get a faster cross, than it was to pick my way across. So I was like, fuck it, man, I'm getting hounded by mosquitoes. I'm just gonna get my socks wet. And it's my last clean pair. But, I only have like 30 something miles to go, so that's not a real big issue. Anyway, I said, they were clean this morning. They're still clean, but they're clean and wet now. But, I decided to build a fire. Hopefully it would drive off a few of the skeeters, but I'm having lunch regardless. I'm freaking hungry, and I don't like that those things are controlling me. Stupid bugs are telling me what to do and when to do it. I'm not the only one suffering, though. Everybody out here is just hating on them. And I guess that's just part of the frickin' Sierra, huh? Alright, mosquitoes are at bay. I got my macaroni, K-R-A-F-T. And I got me a water source, because general rule is I don't like to cook anything with cheese in it in my pot unless I'm near a water source, because cheese is a bitch to get out. But nowadays near water sources, worse mosquitoes. But my fire seems to have, I don't know, pushed them back a bit for now. Fuck it, I'm gonna eat. I got my puffy on. They can't bite through those. They keep getting me in my eye holes up there though. I know my forehead's all busted up. But they don't seem to really leave marks or anything, and I'm not real itchy afterwards, so I'll take that as a win. Could be worse, huh? Could totally be worse. Try to look at the bright side. Where I made my fire, there happens to be a lucky horseshoe. How long has this been sitting here? Waiting years for me to come along. I'm gonna carry that for the next, what, 30-something miles? No biggie. For some reason, my microphone stopped working on me 2.5 days ago, so you're gonna see some clips that still have motion, but no audio. I cut out everything except for a few clips, and those clips are just to show how many mosquitoes are in the air. I just suffered for the past few days through a mosquito storm like you wouldn't believe. Well, you might believe, but being from Arizona, I don't deal with mosquitoes, so it was hell. I'm unfortunate I can't get the audio back, so you know, you get a few still pictures and then we'll return to our regularly scheduled programming. So the picture of this next guy, he's the guy Mike, his name is. He picked us up, me and 2 other hikers, way out at the trailhead, 30 miles away. Drove us into town and then bought us all lunch. It was freaking awesome, man. Like, we owed him lunch, if anything. And that guy drove us 30 miles and then bought us lunch. So thank you very much, Mike. I also got a great resupply box from one of you viewers who goes by No Names. It had pretty much everything in it a hiker needs. She obviously knows, even individual baggies. You know, we need that kind of stuff. Band-Aids, I already needed 2 of those. Great foods, you know, stuff I don't normally get to eat. So I totally appreciate it. Thank you very much. Cash and a handwritten note. You have no idea how cool it is to get a handwritten note in this day and age. It's so rare. So thank you very much, No Names. I fully appreciate it. Thank you. Well, hell. Alright, so I don't really edit my videos, you know, it's not like I watch them or anything, I just string a bunch of stuff together. But when I'm putting it up on YouTube, I listen to the first few seconds so I know which day it is, so I can mark it as such. And it turns out for the last few days my microphone hasn't been working. So pretty much everything I recorded is just me moving my mouth and no sound coming out, which, yeah, that's not my thing, you know. So I'm just gonna have to do a recap, I guess, you know, and I'll wait till I'm sitting somewhere more comfortable than this Mexican restaurant. I'm sitting here, I'm trying to upload everything, and it turns out half the stuff, because I got to turn it into a movie, then save it to my phone, which takes a couple hours, and then put it out to YouTube. So I wasted all day today saving stuff to my phone that had absolutely no sound to it. Awesome. Yeah, I love it. It's always something. So I went online, figured out a fix for it, so my microphone should be working. And I'll go back and rewatch this clip just to make sure there's some sound. But hell, I guess I'll remake those and just give you general synopsis of what happens. So I just gotta say, the $3.95 cafe here has been really good to me. They let me charge my electronics out front. I came in, I was like, hey man, I just need to charge my electronics. They brought me a soda and chips, and I tried to pay for it on the way out, and the guy was like, no, don't even worry about it, brother. I mean, that is damn nice. So I'll be back for breakfast in the morning, yeah. But I, really gotta say, those people have been nice to me. This whole town has been nice to me. I don't know what the hell Darwin was talking about, that this is the worst trail town ever. Okay, so I was supposed to, I ran into somebody I know named Weezer, and she was gonna let me shower in her room, but the lady who owns the room was not having that. She was like, nobody else is allowed up there, like it's a dormitory or something, you know? So I'm going down to the hot springs. I'm just gonna crash out there, take a little bath in the hot springs. About a mile and a half out of town. It kind of sucks having to walk that far, but hey, it is what it is. It's only a mile and a half, I'm a hiker. Hicker's got a hick. And I'll figure out something to do. The past few days have no audio. I'm not exactly sure what to do about that. I'll figure something out. I always do, but yeah, uploading is hard in this town, man. Not a whole lot of unattended sockets, so I'm gonna do my best to upload one more on my way to the hot springs with my battery pack, and then come back in and charge up everything tomorrow. Made it to the hot springs, obviously. Found a spring that's way out, because there's, ones right on the dirt road kind of thing, but this one's way out. And nice and hot, a good 102 degrees. It's real small. It's, only meant for a couple of people, but it's nice and deep. I can sit, probably, if I sat at the bottom, it would probably go up to damn near my nose. So it's more than deep enough. I haven't really scoped out a place to camp. I mean, there are trees around, but they're all like scrub trees. There's nothing you can hang a hammock from. So I see some flat spots out there. I'll probably just cowboy camp on those. Wake up, come and hang out here, make my coffee on the rocks right next to me. Tons of flat spots. I'm just sitting off the coffee. Unfortunately, the sunrise is happening on the other side of a mountain, so I'm not getting that. But I'm going to get a sunset. So, even if I had no bucket, I'm at a hot springs, huh? I'd say, what more can you ask for? But I mean, I can ask for a lot more. Pretty nice, just hot water flowing down a crack into a nice little pool. It's not a very big one. Got a log there to sit on. I'm looking to sleep right out there. There's some flat spots. Another big flat spot. They're all calcified. I think from the hot springs, years and years of them, it has calcified a lot of the land out there. I was wondering what it was last night because we slept in it. It looked like ash. I wasn't sure, but no, now I know what it is. Oh, it's gonna be a good sunset. Look at that. I think there was some sort of like training course around here. I think these are the corroded pieces, because these in the distance are what interest me. They look like things people would have been forced to climb, maybe. But if they are sturdy enough, because they are rather calcified, as is everything around here. But if they are sturdy, which they look that way, I can hang my hammock betwixt them. I have lots of flowing mineral water below me, but it doesn't seem to produce mosquitoes, so I'm cool with that. Well, let's see how rotten these are. If not, there'll be a dry spot around here somewhere. There's tons of flat spots, like up on that mound. I've got options. Oh, that's not happening. I was able to make that thing shake with just one hand pushing on it, so I can't sleep on that. But there's flat spots all around. So, unfortunately, I'll be kind of obvious. Unless there's something else I'm overlooking. No, it looks like I'm just cowboy camping. I'm going to get my stuff set up so I can just kick it in the hot springs as long as I want, and then just mosey right into whatever little camp I've made. It only takes 5 minutes to set up, but when you're cold and wet. Not that it's cold out here, but when the sun is I mean, it's down, but you know, when it's night and you're wet, it's always cold. And I've had this whole thing to myself the whole time. I came down here and there was a family down here. Chatted with them for a while, then they left. I got naked and nobody's been down here yet. It's my own hot spring. Not bad. Wouldn't mind sharing it with somebody else, you know what I mean? But at the same time, I kind of like having it to myself. Oh damn, there's another one over here somewhere. At least I'm walking in the water of it.